It's Madden NFL 23. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Jets and the Chiefs coming up next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch in the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Just looking out from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Can they reverse the trend on run backwards. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Hall again on second down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Jets at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ball again. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boom, he comes through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker travel on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break. Pass, finish at the rim, basket. The ball never hits the ground there either.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coach. Keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I would challenge him and do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 39, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go again with Hall. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Straight ahead is Hall. And a short gain here down to the 22. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. Lead to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy can tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. for the touchdown. It's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Touchdown! Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's Hall again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand?
This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. And this one was over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Open man here is Conklin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 40s.